Hi everyone, this is Evelyn from, uh, Evelyn G Crafting, but this is really for, I'm going to share with the girls in my working hand sewing group, but I wanted to show you a finished product of this pouch that I made for my sister-in-law. Uh, she gave me these napkins. They have the blanket stitch on them, and it says sample for approval. I don't know where she got them. I think she got them at a secondhand store or something. But they were napkins, and thank goodness that I knew the blanket stitch. However, I don't really know the back stitch of the blanket stitch like this, so I'm gonna teach myself this stitching because I like that. It's a lot more neater. But I definitely know how to do this blanket stitch. And this one right here is gonna be it's gonna be a pouch as well. So what I'll do is um, I'll cut it like this. I'll cut it lengthwise like this, and then it'll get folded like this, and then it'll get folded like this. Um, yeah, I don't know what I did. Oh, you have to, what I did was I cut it on one side and then I hemmed it and I did the blanket stitch. I used the same thread, and I did the blanket stitch on the other side. That's because I was saying this isn't making sense. Here's another one too. I'm gonna make another one, but we're talking way down the line. I have some things in the fire right now. Um, Plus, I got back into painting again, so I have to keep busy. Anyway, um, yeah, you could tell I have paint on my hand, but this is the finished pouch, and I just did an order for Michael's, and I got this elastic cord, and then this was part of a trim. Um, let's see, I have the trim right here. This was part of a trim that this is a trim. I was gonna put the whole thing on it, but I thought no. So what I did was I ended up cutting around the little hearts. But this is the trim. I ended up cutting around the little hearts and just put the little hearts on it. And then these I patched, made little patches, and I put a slow stitch around them, and I also used some of my crafter's glue. I was gonna use the fray glue, but I said nah. I ended up using this because it has a fine tip on it. It's art glitter glue, and I glued that down so it wouldn't fray because it was already starting to fray. And then of course these were on the top of that trim, so I put these to good use and put these in the middle. Then I made these yo-yos. They're called yo-yos. They're easy to make. You make them out of material. You cut rounds of material, and then you do a slow stitch all the way around, and then you yank it, you pull it through. You can make these while you're watching TV. I have different. Let's see. Let me try to get something here so you can see. These are different ones that I made. They're just called yo-yos, and then I sewed a button in the middle, so they look like They look like little hearts. Excuse me, little flowers. So, um, so then I sewed those. I didn't glue them down. I actually stitched them. Now what I did was, this was open. So this was open like this. This was open like this. Now again, you have to account for you have to account for the seam on the one side, because I kept this side. But this one I had to cut. So I cut it like, well, let's see, what does this measure? I don't even have a measuring tape. But I cut about this much, just to make a pouch. Probably make this one smaller. This one's not going to have patchwork on it. It's going to have embroidery on it, 3D embroidery on it. This one is. But this one's going to be another patch. Another pouch. Oh, I guess I also cut it this way too. But it's going to be another pouch like that. So then I sewed the sides up. I sewed these sides up, and this is my blanket stitch. It's not so straight, and the inside, well, you can't see the inside because now between this and the outside is batting. I have batting, quilting batting. Then if you open it up, there's a zipper. There's this zipper pouch here that I sewed in. It doesn't come out. It's sewed in there. So I could have put a lining, but I didn't want to really go through all that. And then there's two pockets. There's a pocket here. There's a pocket here. So there's a couple of compartments where she can put stuff. And yeah. And I didn't want to put any yo-yos here because they wouldn't be seen anyway. This is going to come down and and close. And but yeah, this is the pouch. It's done. You can tell where I put the yo-yos at in the patchwork. But it took a lot of work. But I finished it, and I'm really glad I finished the project. I love to hand sew. This is all hand sewn. As I said, only this one particular side was the napkins blanket stitch, because theirs was a little bit more straighter than mine. Mine was a little kind of slanted a little bit, but yeah, I can publish this because she already seen it. She really liked it, but I didn't know how I was going to do the closure, so I'm glad that I decided to do that closure. That's just a button, and I sewed the elastic latch. I sewed it in between the closure. I did some really, really, really fine stitching. Yeah. Sometimes I have to use magnifying glass. I wear a headpiece that has magnifying glass on it. But yeah. So I'll let you see the other ones once I'm done with the other ones. But just, I love to sew by hand and listen to the Bible. I was actually listening to the Word when I did all this work right here. And that's what I like to do. Keeps me off the television. And it keeps my hands busy. So anyway, I thought I'd just share. I hope you're all having a blessed day. God bless. Bye.